Imagine waking up tomorrow. Your traffic is down. Your ads, they still cost the same. Your SEO rankings, they haven't changed. You checked that they didn't really change. But your sales, they tanked. They've gone. They're vanished. You take a look around. You get your team together. You've had no hacker. You've had no algorithm update. Your competitors have not attacked you, but there has been a very silent shift. Your customers have stopped clicking. Welcome to the era of AI search, where already over 35% of consumers have migrated away from SEO search. AI has gone into the bank vault and stolen 30% of all business. We're going to discuss this in 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
No fluff, no hype, just the real deal. Wayne Altman's here, yeah, you know the drill. Talking business, talking shop, making moves non-stop. From e-com to hustle, straight talk, no props. Straight talk, no gimmicks, no lies. Here to break it down with the sharpest minds. Money, moves, mindset, grind. If you're ready to win, then tune in live. Big names, big games, all the lessons they bring. From Jelly Belly to AA Kings. From the startup grind to the top tier pros. We crack the code, now here we go. Straight talk, commerce, getting to know. Wayne Altman, let's start the show.
Okay, welcome back, everybody. Let's be very clear here. AI search doesn't just change how people do search. It changes whether or not they click. Click-through rates have dropped from 15 to 8% when AI summaries appear on the search results page. Some studies show that traffic declines 15 to 64%, depending on what the query type is. In other words, if you search for shoes, it's one thing. If you search for blouses or you search for automotive parts, that number could fluctuate, could vary. AI overviews reduce click-through rates by about an average of around 34.5%, rounded up 35%. The translation for you, for anybody in e-commerce businesses, they're still learning, and they're not visiting your site, and they're being directed away from clicking on your business, because in the traditional model, you had a series of ranked stores that would actually be appropriate. AI became the new homepage of the internet for every single product, every single service, and every single subject. Look, let's be very clear. AI search does not just change how people search. It changes the way people address the internet and whether or not they click. The zero click problem is this. Click-through rates drop from 15 to 8% when AI summaries appear on the search results page. Some studies actually show that traffic declines 15 to 64% depending on what the query was, what the question was. And AI overviews reduce click-through rates by an average of 34.5%. I said 35% of search gone. The translation for those of you that are in e-commerce businesses or that want to be in an e-commerce business means that customers are still making these searches. They are still learning about these products. They're just not accessing your site. You have no access to these customers. AI has become the new homepage for the internet, for every single product, every single service, and every single subject. The traditional funnel worked like this. You would do a search, you would find a website, you would find a product on that website, you would go to checkout, and then you'd make your sale, or not. The AI funnel, however, you do your search, AI gives you the answer, whatever it is they want you to know. You make a decision and you purchase somewhere else, or you don't purchase at all. Here's a brutal truth. AI often summarizes information from many sources. That's what it does. It conglomerates it. It actually indexes information. And it doesn't send any traffic anywhere else. It doesn't direct you to somewhere where you can purchase that thing. Brands' own websites may represent only 5 to 10% of the sources for those AI references. So even top brands, Nike, you name it, Adidas, all these clothing brands, even top brands are invisible in AI answers oftentimes. So your SEO rankings don't matter if AI ignores you or does not mention you. And here's a twist. AI traffic can actually be more valuable. That's the valuable traffic, you guys. AI-driven results and visits convert 4.5 times higher than any traditional search traffic. Here's what that means. Less traffic, higher intent, but only, and here's a big if only AI chooses you. If it doesn't, guess what? You don't exist. You take 35% of that traffic off the top, and we ignore you. That's a problem. Now, here's why AI search hits e-commerce harder than any other industry. We really get slammed by this because 58% of shoppers already use AI weekly to browse and to buy products. AI is now used across the entire shopping and buying journey. We use it for product discovery. We use it for comparison. We use it for reviews. We use it for recommendations. And the biggest danger here is that AI doesn't care about your brand. It cares about authority, consensus, data, and these trust signals. The problem here is if you're not included in any of that, you are done. 35% of your customers are gone. And that is a problem for you. All right. If what I am saying is true, and I think that it is, the real threat is SEO versus GEO, or generative engine optimization, is this. SEO is your ranking on Google, but GEO, that's being chosen by artificial intelligence, dependent upon which browser is associated with which AI that is giving the search results. The rules here have changed. The old rules were stock up on keywords, get you some backlinks, and make sure that your rankings are very high on search. The new rules are you need AI readable content, third-party authority, you have to have structured data, and you need to make sure you have narrative dominance. Because if you do not control the story that AI is telling about your brand, someone else will. All right, now. How would this be any help to you whatsoever if I did not also give you the strategies that you're going to need to actually win in this game? Because I put together 5 strategies that will blow up your business in a very good way. At the very least, you will not implode because you ignored the bald guy's warnings. And here's the first strategy. Become an AI authority, not just a website. Think of this. AI pulls from reviews, forums, social media, blogs, news, marketplaces. In other words, you need to dominate everywhere, not just on your site and in search. Second strategy. Engineer your content for AI going forward, not just humans alone. Let me tell you, AI favors FAQs and comparisons and structured data and clear expertise signals. You got to be a master of what you're talking about when it comes to AI for them to include you. Let me give you an example of this. Instead of saying on your website, best headphones, Instead of trying to dominate search for the term best headphones, I want you to start thinking of best headphones for the gym from under $200 versus AirPods versus Beats. Give people some comparisons of other products. AI starts treating you a lot more authoritative. That's what we're going for here. Third strategy, build earned media gravity. Here's what I mean by that. AI trusts third-party sources more than it does brands, more than it does you and your brand. So you're going to need PR mentions. You're going to need influencer reviews. You're going to need Reddit discussions. You're going to need YouTube content. You're going to need podcasts and comparison articles. The reason for that is because you need to look at this as a more holistic thing. You need to be everywhere on the internet when people are talking about you. That builds authority. That means that you are everywhere and people are very popular and people regard you as an expert in your field. So start treating this a little bit more like that. Strategy number 4, own the narrative before AI tells you what the narrative is. If AI summarizes your brand, what does it say? It's a very easy way of finding that out. You must seed the internet with positioning statements, use cases, benefits, trust signals, social proof. You got to make sure that you're doing this, like I said, holistically, but you got to be everywhere. And strategy number 5, you're trying to make a shift from SEO to search everywhere. And the traffic sources you absolutely must start dominating are AI search engines, YouTube, TikTok, Amazon, Reddit, Discord, and any communities that you belong to, and any email lists that you are in possession of. Because when AI kills clicks, and it kills clicks, your owned audience survives. Okay. You can look at this one of two ways. By 2028, AI search could surpass traditional search in most industries. That's what we're looking at. Up to $750 billion in consumer spending now flows through AI-powered search decisions. And the translation, for those of you that can't have a trouble following along, is if AI does not recommend you, your competitors win by default. AI search is not killing sales. It's killing lazy marketing. The winners are not going to be the brands with the best SEO. That ship has sailed. They're going to be the brands with the strongest digital presence across the entire internet. Because in the AI era, you don't rank, you get chosen. All right, that about wraps us up. If this episode changed how you see AI search, I want you to do 3 things for me. I want you to like this video so the algorithm does not replace you with a robot. I need you to subscribe to the Straight Talk Commerce podcast for the real strategies. I try to give you the real strategies and not the crap hype that so many other people are talking about right now. And I also want you to drop a comment in the comments section if you want a deep dive on how to dominate AI search. I've put together a white paper that will actually explain this in depth for you and give you a checklist to let you know that you're on the right track, because the businesses that will adapt will explode. The ones that don't will quietly disappear. And above everything else, I want you to remember, I love you.
Just the real deal. Wayne Altman's here, yeah, you know the drill. Talking business, talking shop, making moves non-stop. From e-com to hustle, straight talk, no props. Straight talk, no gimmicks, no lies. Hey, I break it down with the sharpest minds. Money moves, mindset, grind. If you're ready to win, then tune in live. Big
Not a big
names,
fan of
big
subscription
games,
models.
all
Hey.
the lessons they bring from Jelly Belly to AA Kings, from the startup grind to the top tier pros. We cracked the code. Now here we go. Straight talk, commerce, getting the know.
No,
We're
I
Wayne
actually
Altman.
saw the
Let's
vision and
start the show.